Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Borkano game video. Today's video is dedicated to is it worth it to refresh? So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Let's go into stamina right here, and you can do up to 40 a day, but we're going to do even more breakdowns right here over on the sheets. I updated it. If you want to take a look, I'll have it in the description. But for the most part, you can do 3 refreshes at pretty much 40 gems per refresh. Now, is it worth it? For free to play, this one is worth it if you want to be in a higher end like clan, or if you want to participate in clan battle, you feel like you need a little bit of an edge on folks and you want to play the game a little bit longer, then 3 is the one to definitely go for. This is a decent bang for your buck since you do it every single day and consistently. That will technically have more returns for you. Right now, 6 is where you're more of a spender, you're a little bit of a dolphin, you're like, all right, I want to push the game much harder than folks, and I feel like I can get into a pretty decent clan to make up the amount of gems that I'm going to be expending or jewels, and I want to see what this game takes in order to reach the top. All right, and then the highest for folks is 14. This is where you are definitely a heavier spender. You're probably a decent dolphin. You're willing to spend, X amount in order to get more progression towards everyone. This is roughly 8 refreshes within this area. You've technically done a total of 14 refreshes and you have spent 1100 gems on this alone, almost a multi. All right, and I would say if you're in this section, you are definitely probably going to spend a little bit more than folks, especially on the June banner, and you expect to make returns on PvP non-conservative end. And then red, this is for whales. I don't recommend this, are definitely going deep, like real deep, you know what I mean? And this is where pretty much my stamina tier list goes, where pretty much you should probably go right around here where you're in the green section if you're free to play. And even this is like sort of pushing it in some ways, because I know some people don't want a stamina refresh whatsoever. At the end of the day, it's all about personal preference. You don't have to do this. This is just for pretty much clans who want to reach at least, top 1000 or etc, etc. As long as you're within a decent level when clan battle does release, I think everyone will be fine. Don't try going into a really sweaty clan and you're free to play, because it's just not going to work out for you. I suggest joining a casual clan and just sort of enjoying the game, because playing at this sort of level in like yellows, orange, and red, this is not going to be enjoyable. And in green, it's still sustainable because we do have enough gems to make up the cost. Next thing is going to be mana refresh, and I did all of the breakdowns for this. Like, you can get skip tickets per refresh. I want to annotate that. So 12,000 per refresh, 24,000 per refresh minimum. You can get, technically more, and then you can get some memory shards, not on these tiers, but you can at least get divine amulets, possibly. Notice that there's a percentage. If you want to take a look at where I'm getting that, you go into like the mana, and then it'll pretty much break it down. You go into details, it'll show you like, hey, this is what it's worth. These are like the memory shards that you can get. It's pretty much all of the memory shards within the game. That's including, like 3 stars where it's like Monica, Mitsuki, Jita's in there and everything. So it's not worth it whatsoever. This is for whales. This is for people who are gonna try and compete in clan battle as hard as possible. I don't recommend it for free to play whatsoever. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it unless you're trying to get like that 65,000 gems via PvP. That's an entirely different situation, because you sort of have to be meta. You have to be very driven for that. Pretty sweaty, and I don't recommend just free to play doing it. Princess Connect shines at being a waifu collector and being very chill. We talked about, Princess Connect being a casual game. Treat this like, Azure Lane, Girls Frontline, those sort of games where you just collect waifus and you just enjoy, like, you're pretty much home screen. That's what this is for. Like, look at your nice home screen, just enjoy your waifus and chill. No, don't get sweaty. Don't get crazy with it, Here into quests, and let's go into battle arena. Now, the thing is you can actually keep going in battle arena for 50 gems, and it's unlimited. So you can keep going as many times as you want. I asked this question on the Discord, and it's really nice that you can go an infinite amount of times, and the cost per tier will always be 50. It'll never change, and I think it is worth it to refresh, especially if you're trying to hit like the very top, because you want to knock all of the bots away. In my bracket, there's only human beings. This person probably did this legit, because there are people who trade wins within the brackets as higher people go. So you can contact people in Discord if you can find them, and you can trade a win to get number 1. So this is very legit. This is pretty common in our bracket, This is like the first soft launchers bracket, so don't worry. But in the end, PvP 100% worth it. And then the last thing is going to be hard refreshes, hard shard refreshes to be exact, and you can only do that one time a day. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go into quests and then you go into main quests and then you go into hard mode right here, you can pretty much refresh. It's only one time per day, and you can hit okay. Just don't hit okay right here. I'm gonna say it's not worth it unless there's a 2x drop, and it's a 2x drop and you're farming gear specifically, all right? Because gear has doubled rates. You know, you can get 2 pieces of gear during double time, so it's very worth it if you're trying to go for that piece in particular. Now, as far as this goes, I have other images. Obviously, these are going to be pretty much the drop rates for all of the characters within the game. Yes, in JP we do go up to pretty much chapter 40. The game is pretty long, so we're like what, at chapter 8 right now. We definitely have a long way to go, but you get to see all of the characters. I did to see everything, and it's cool we get to see all of the characters who have hard shards, right? And then lastly, it's going to be the shop, which is, you know, your clan shop, your dungeon arena shop, and I would say this is definitely worth it. Up to do 4 times. You should definitely, you know, go for XYZ character like Yukari, Nozomi, what have you, right? This is definitely always good to do. Make sure to refresh the shop as much as you can if you can afford it, because at the end of the day you can form a character from those shards, and it's entirely worth it every single time. Because if you can get a free Nozomi in your hands, yes all day. And I'm pretty sure in clan, even though it's not available, you can't refresh the bonus one. It only refreshes when, you know, you do something within the game and it'll randomly appear. Let's go ahead and cover one more thing, probably something that folks might not be looking into. If you're a dolphin / spender, it's a really good deal to buy these daily deals. I think this lasts 1 week straight, so 7 times 4 is 28. It is worth it if you wanted to get that. I've covered these packs before, but you know, daily jewel pack, 30-day grotto pack, you can sort of ignore this one, but at the same time, I say if you're pushing content, you should definitely get it, especially if you're a more competitive player. And this goddess blessing no longer like bugs people. For now, I wouldn't buy any other packs if you're a spender, just because we don't know what they can release, you know, once the June banner actually comes out, because I bet they're going to release better packs. But that is pretty much it regarding refreshes. I hope you enjoyed this one. I wanted to make it really quick because I know a lot of people were wondering like, hey, is stamina refresh worth it? Only up to 3 times, and even then you don't really have to do it. It's only for people who want to try a little bit harder, or they're trying to push arena. And even then, I don't really recommend going too crazy on this stuff, because it will lead to burnout and cause some anxiety, when at the end of the day you should just be enjoying Kaori or whichever waifu that you have on your home screen. But anyways, if you made it this far, consider subscribing, leave a like, drop a comment. I appreciate you being here. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and I will see you in the next one.